make some tea while we get ready here.
Living life till I die in the nighttime. I've been quite high trying to find my mind. Feeling low like my eyesight. For the right price you could get high. Step a line shine. She was pretty cool for the time. She was like my whole life. Something on my mind. Really wasn't her though. Now I'm screaming fuck up out of her hoe. Funny how the tides are fucking turned though. You done did me dirty. Sipping on this 40. Fly away like birdie. No longer my shorty. You just gotta leave him. I just gotta breathe in. Kept you different seasons. Now I'm fucking leaving. Yo. Take a couple shots when she asked our heads. Delete my music. What a fucking bitch. Sitting in this chair. Slip a bag on too. Fuck that little cash. She delete my shit. Screaming Mayday. This lady gon' drive me crazy. Need a vacate for 4 weeks. Won't bring no lady. Just some hoes with the go who really don't need me. Finna party, but Cardi be all on me. Screaming Mayday, this lady gon' drive me crazy. Need a vacate for 4 weeks, won't bring no lady. Just some hoes with the go who really don't need me. Finna party, but Cardi be all on me. We so hill bitches, real women. These stiletto hill women, all on top the real. And there's no hotel and 3 women. Chop them up, but like got too much snow, I need a ice pick. Flyer than a rocket, cause I'm flying really high pitch. When I give a dick, I hear my name is at a high pitch. I've been working hard, this on the brothers gotta die rich. Smile until you die, kid, make your mama quite rich. Working all the time, but I know I'm just finna die shit.
Good morning, my traders. What's up? Kanye.
Just some hoes with the go who really don't need me. Finna party, but Cardi be all on me. Screaming Mayday, this lady gon' drive me crazy. Need a vacate for 4 weeks, won't bring.
By the way, guys, this is the next song that gets released.
No lady, just some hoes with the go who really don't need me. Finna party, but
Shay Ponzio on Spotify.
Cardi be all on me.
This is the best one too. It's the best one. Oh damn. Hey Sterner, what's up, man? Oh, I'm reading Price like a book. Reading like a book today. Unfortunately, I can't read well, so hard to kind of read the book. I'll type it in. Shay Ponzio, bro. Look him up. Look him up. That's my buddy. That's the fam. Mayday's released next. He just released, she said, two songs a month for 2021. Let me grab my tea.
Play another game. She say we can't keep it honest, babe. Nah, fuck love, twist words, what you tryna say? Bring it back around and play another game. Twist around the paper, about to light this fucker up. She say she never finna love me, baby. What the fuck is up? We twist the words and run a circle. Send her hurt, the vibes are hurt. Don't try to love you, burn the herbal, gotta breathe. She say she won't play another game. Complain, baby, never really finish.
Alright, babies. Yeah. You guys aren't following me on Instagram. I told you to check out for EU shorts today.
She say we can't keep it honest, babe. Fuck love, twist words, what you trying to say?
Oh, here's maybe a good question.
We play another game.
Oh, I have some tea. New tea, man. I got a tea subscription. Oh, the new ones just came in. Ooh, rose petal, green tea.
to look at me.
That's killer.
Father shot the body dropping, going down, I'm bleeding out. She let my heart half split. I down that flask, last sip. I took 2 perks, that's it. While screaming, fuck that bitch. And I got lost to love, I'm lost today. I locked the door, say run away. The simpler times were better, babe. Say bye-bye, screaming, fuck the pain and fuck the love. I'm all the same, I'll never change for no one. Souls who stay in motion, sense the wind and keep it moving. Free little birdie roam the night till it's early. Got a pill, feeling dirty up.
This song is not released yet, Mr. Whatever there. See, I'm trying to grab my ball here. Not his balls, but this one. He plays fetch with this. It's super cute. So here, wait. Maybe you can see I'm run. If I go like that and I throw it, he'll chase it, and he'll be back in like a minute. He loves that ball. All right, so first of all, we got a question here. How would you look for mistakes when you got a profitable strategy and it's proven, but you can't master that strategy to? Oh yes, okay, that's a genius question, and it's actually yeah, I might need to actually think about that for a second there though. But let's kind of just throw on the chart here as well. Might need to think about that for a second, because honestly, it's a very difficult thing to figure out. Because, by the way, this is an idea that I'm shooting with here. And I'll show you the prediction here as well. On here we go, on my analysis there. Boom, boom, boom. Look at this. Look at this. Oh God, did that really happen? It did. And then we're gonna go down. Yep, genius. Figured it out. And that's the next prediction. And we'll look for a short on the New York Open. Anyways, enough bragging. You just sold your Bitcoin. Good luck, buddy. Good luck trying not to kill yourself when it hits 100K. Okay. So, got the ball back. Go on, bud. Isn't that so cute? Okay, so the question was, if you have a profitable strategy that you've already proven, which I assume you're proving it through backtesting, or you already know somebody who is actually making money with it, and it's not just like me telling you online, or Mamba telling you online, or some sort of another douchebag, right? I just named a couple douchebags. Me and Mamba, I guess. So, the question would then be, okay, are you able to be profitable on it if you go back and you backtest it yourself? That's what I need to know. Because if you can go back and you can go into like a program like Soft Forex or something like that, and you're actually backtesting it and you're entering the trades as if they were live, and you're profitable that way, and then you're not profitable when you're actually live trading, then I think it's an impatience thing. I think that's the only thing it could be, unless you don't have enough data samples, right? So if you've only live tested for a couple weeks, then it's not enough data. But I think it would be an impatience thing, because when you're back testing, you're just going through a lot, and you're like, okay, if it doesn't print out what I wanted exactly, I'll just wait for the next one, because the next one comes in 10 seconds, right? The other thing is that when you're live testing in an actual day, you're like, okay, I'm looking for trades. I look everywhere. I don't see what I want to see, so I take the closest, right? So that's where I think if you're profitable in your back test, but you're not profitable in your live test, it's simply an impatience thing, and you have to work on your patience. And that's just the matter of fact. You have to be very, very strict with your rules, and you have to treat it exactly as a backtest and say, okay, some days I won't trade, right? That's all it is. Okay, that took me fucking forever to answer, right? But I think that's the best way to go about it. If I'm not right about that, let me grab the ball again and toss it. Okay, cool. I didn't go down the stairs, but so if there's something else, then let me know. So what we're looking at here on EU, and Ed is also pointing out EJ short, which I also have that opinion. But if I ever see a trade on EU, I will always take the EU trade over the other trades because EU is my best pair. This is basically the exact same setup. Look, we got all our highs here. Boop, boop. Gosh, what is going on? All our highs here, right? Eaten. We got manipulated here, and then it's breaking back down. This is, first of all, chop as shit, right? Like when you chop up your shit, you know? That reminds me of a joke product I saw. It's like the poop cutter or something like that. It's like a knife for your toilet. It's a joke gift. And so there's no point if you see a short here and here, just always take the euro trade. Because the euro is the one that moves the market the most. Euro USD rather is the most powerful pair, and it's going to follow the rules more often than other things. Buddy, he's fucking annoying. Right, so you bought Bitcoin at 32K and you're trying to sell it at 35K? Why did you buy it? Why did you buy Bitcoin in the first place? Were you trying to make $3,000 and that's it? That seems... Are you sick or on coke? Neither, man. Neither. Maybe I'm sniffing. I have some damage in that nose sometimes, so sometimes I sniff out of it. But that's like a permanent damage thing. And it might be because I'm drinking tea or something like that. That makes it run a little bit more. I don't know. But I've had people ask me like, why are you sniffing before? Yeah. I don't do fucking drugs when I trade, man. That is some stupid ass shit. You can maybe like microdose shrooms or something. Microdose some sort of psychedelic and then it would just, or like smoke weed, I guess. I don't know, but I hate weed. Right, so fuck. Finally caught a holy cow live stream. Sweet. Welcome, buddy. Hey, Screenmaster. Hey. Right, so looking at Bitcoin here, by the way, guys, my opinion on it still stands. When you're in a bull market like this, I'm literally not looking at anything but like daily and weekly. I'm literally just looking at how these are closing, and it's still holding exactly true to every other previous market, right? So if you want to look at like the largest drawdowns, you can see, okay, there's no need to panic because we always have like fucking 30-40% drawdowns in bull markets, right? It's just very, very volatile. You guys need to know that. So this is actually closing great, right? So the daily's closing great. We're still stair stepping up, right? There's no point in get out of this yet. You might be looking at the 4 hour and be like, okay, shit, we're breaking down, right? But who gives a fuck? It's gonna come back up. It's gonna go up to 80K. Who cares if you lose fucking 20% in a day? You just made 200%. So, even more than that. What do we make? Let's say we, I probably bought average right around like 9K or so, right? So I've tripled my money on that. I think my average buy, because I've been buying since down here, and I think majority of them were like right around here. Before that move up, majority of it was there. Anyways, do you use any EAs? So I'm actually reviewing. I don't use EAs, no. I'm actually reviewing some Fiverr EAs that I'm gonna launch a video this weekend or next week or something like that. FVG is just gaps, dude. You're probably looking at this. Is there a way I can hide this? So it's like, no, it's just the one. Just gaps. I just draw some lines so it's easier for me quicker for me to see some stuff. Just price action gaps so you can see what gaps are, where they are. Right. Like here. Just draws it so I don't have to. Just draw. You don't need it. Oh my god, cat. Okay. Yeah, so I'm testing multiple 5 or EAs. So you want to watch for a video coming out soon. I tested them for a month, and it's just about over a couple more days and all. What are the top 5 pairs to trade? It really depends on your trading style. If you're a degenerate gambler, you should trade the pound and gold. But if you trade manipulation, you should probably trade EU and AU. Let's look at AU. Somebody asked for AU earlier. Just about 200 of you sitting in here now. Welcome to the stream, guys. If you're new here, you can hit the subscribe button. I do this most weekdays, right around this time. Can you shut up, Georgie? Hey, Silas. Oh, dude. Can you imagine this ball while you're sleeping? He likes to play with it next to you. And he comes into the bedroom and he just fucking starts hitting it against your head. Fucking asshole. Okay, cool. AU, somebody looking at AU here. Jumping it up. So, yeah, so this is like the FAG. So it's just like filling gaps and shit, right? So you're just looking for where those are. Just, I mean, they're pretty easy to see without the lines, but you can use them if you want. All right. I mean, it's pretty obvious without it, but so AU the dollar is really controlling the market right now, and it's kind of annoying because I basically only trade dollar pairs. I occasionally trade these guys, and very rarely this guy, right? But I pretty much trade the dollar pairs, and when the dollar controls it, it pretty much means that every pair is acting the same, right? So the dollar has the most power right now, in my opinion. So everything's kind of following the same flow. So there's no extra trades to take. It's just basically I'm trading EU lately. And if I fuck up a trade, then that's it. I'm done for the day, right? So if I miss something, like, so you only really get one trade in a day if the dollar's really controlling the market, because I'm trading dollar pairs. And you don't want to double down your risk just because you see a setup on both pairs, right? If dollar's controlling it. But if, you know, the Aussie starts taking strength, then the Aussie's going to look quite a bit different than this. But it pretty much was giving me the same sort of signals, right? We're breaking down the higher time frame. We're creating this liquidity above, right? And then we were moving towards it in the London session, right? So this was exactly the same setups. We had those highs there, downtrend, moving towards it in the London session. So basically just looking for shorts over these highs, right? That's simply the exact same setup. So we wouldn't want to be doing anything different. So essentially all I'm looking for here is the exact same thing. Is I'm trying to look for the breakdown back down here, and then the retest and the short. That's all that's going to be. It's going to be the exact same trade, and I'm going to lose the exact same if I do lose. So there's no point in taking 2 trades here. So we threw out a line here. Let's see if it comes back up. See if it comes back up here for a second guess. Targets for this guy. We're looking at this low. Right? We have multiple lows there. We've almost reached that level. So I'm perfectly happy if we can get an entry, and we'll shoot for about 3R. Right? If we can get an entry right back up here, that's going to be great. It's going to be great for us. Right around there. So that'd be good. That's the prediction. I just want to come back, come into this fib area. That purple box would be a good entry, yeah. Your today's target. Yours today's target. Don't know what that means. I know of a great EA you could recommend. No thanks, man. Okay, so here's the thing with EAs. I'm going to talk about this in the video, so we'll talk about it more as well. The thing with EAs is if you got a good EA, why would you share it? I'm talking like the really good ones, right? Like an EA that's profitable, that has a stop loss, that every single trade has a stop loss that is close. So you would be winning 50, 60% of the time, something like this, right? And the rest would be stopped out, right? So trading normally. Most EAs just dollar cost average. So they average in, and then you usually make money, but then you lose everything eventually, right? That's most EAs. So those are the ones that basically everyone sells. But if you have, I've seen a couple EAs that make money, but it's not much money because they have to use very wide stops because they're basically just they're not very smart and they're just using pip-based stops, right? And so if you had one that actually is getting good R, right? So you're getting like 3R per trade and you're winning like 60% of the time. Why would you ever give this away to anyone? Because you've just created a money-making machine that you literally just can go on vacation, don't ever have to work, and you could sell it to institutions, and they would buy it because it would just create less risk for them, right? So the ones that you can buy, they're either poor or you'll lose money eventually. Or like you'll lose everything eventually. And my trading is better than poor trading, right? And I don't like losing all of my money. So that's my decision. I won't use an EA. And I don't have billions of dollars to buy good ones. So, yeah, let's look at this one. Jackery. Jackie. I don't know why I put an R in there. Jackery. Jeez. All right. Breakout read. I think this is a Nick Shaw. Is it Nick Shawn or Nick Shaw? I think this is his strategy or something. Breakout retest. I think that's what he does, right? That's the basis of how he trades, at least. I can't comment much on this, honestly. I mean, it could work. I trade manipulation, so I'm actually like, when I see a chart like this, I'm like, I'm wanting to see it break back in and like fuck you over, basically. But I wouldn't trade this. That's my opinion. How many R's for today? I actually got stopped out on this one, but I knew it. So funny. Yeah. I actually got stopped out on this one. It's so funny. Like I literally drew exactly what was going to happen. Right? See this shit? Right back down, just below this level. Right? Go up just below this level. And then come back up. I literally drew exactly what was going to happen. And then I tried to take a short right here. And then I was in profit. And I just decided to let it run. Because I thought it would come down. The reason I didn't exit here is because I didn't consider this a sweep. I saw that as an equal bottom. So when it started consolidating here, I was like, okay, it's going to go down once more. So I took a short. I literally had the exact entry on a short here. And then I saw it consolidating right at the base. So I figured it would at least do this, right? And I just let it run. And it just completely blasted off. And it gave no opportunity to exit. So that's fine. And then it just stopped. But we'll look for another trade. Our bias is still right. I'm usually pretty much right, always. Usually know exactly what's happening. It's just a matter of timing the market. That's a problem. Like you could literally know exactly what's going to happen that day, and I've been right pretty much every day this year. But I'm in a slight drawdown this year. So far, it's only been a few days. Sterner, Hunter, do you know much about the technology behind cryptocurrencies? Yeah. Yeah, blockchain. Yeah, I have an IT background. I've been in crypto since 2014. I was mining cryptos in 2014. And then I started trading it in 2017. And buying and trading. Buying crypto with my own money rather than mining it with so it's actually funny. This is actually funny. I might be able to like prolong it into like a big story. And then actually make a video on this. It's pretty dark in here, isn't it? Um, Georgie, shut the fuck up. Come on, man. So it's actually funny. 2014, I was in school, BCIT, in Vancouver there, for technology degree stuff like this, network security, shit like that, right? Um, so we actually went into all the labs, all the computer labs, and we found cryptos that, because the computer labs, they don't have GPUs, right? They don't have dedicated GPUs. We found cryptos that were mined from CPUs. I forget what's one. Well, there was a big one. I think Monero. I think Monero is mined from CPUs, something like that. So I think we were mining Monero, and we set up a script. We wrote a script that would install the wallets from a USB onto the machine automatically, and we Hunter stole my parents' trust fund. What? How? Oh god. Okay. So we wrote a script, and we plugged it into every single machine in the fucking school, and then it on the weekends we would let it run, and it would mine all of our fucking Monero, and then it would send it to our address before the week started, and like the computers got fucking wiped and reset each week. So every weekend we just go and let him run for like 2 days and mine a bunch of Monero. Okay. Okay, no, stop it. You don't fucking bite that shit, man. You're an asshole. Don't bite the mic. All right. What's the best advice you have for students who have very little to invest? All right, so we're watching this shit. God damn it. This was totally my target too. This is super annoying, isn't it? Because I entered here, and I was actually thinking I knew that this was gonna fucking fill. I was actually thinking of putting a wide stop, but it was really shitty R. And that still would have been a 2R setup, wouldn't it? Ah, it's too bad. Very little to invest. It doesn't matter, man. Doesn't matter how much you have to start. I would say just trade with the very little, and then keep investing more. Keep investing more once you're profitable. So just don't invest anything until you've been profitable for 3 months. Right? And then put more in. So just keep saving up your funds. Because you're obviously making money from work or something. So keep putting aside, let's say you make an extra $100 a week that you can put aside, right? Keep putting that aside. Don't put it in your trading account until you've been profitable for 3 months. Look at GU. Yeah, we haven't looked at many trades, honestly. The market has been surprisingly super slow for me. And we're halfway into January already. Like, I've barely seen anything. Barely seen anything for trades. But yeah, GU looks pretty dang bullish here, actually. So it would make sense for this to come back down, and then we'd be able to get an entry back down around here. Let's throw a fib on here. Right, like that-ish, right? We'd be looking for an entry down there. Right at that order block. That's perfect, yeah. And then it would also sweep this liquidity, right? So we'd like to come back down like that, sweep that liquidity, hit this order block, and then we can rally. That's what I'm thinking for GU. Up here. Yeah, it's pretty bullish, honestly. Pretty bullish. This would be an ideal longer term entry that we might be able to see tomorrow. Not for today though. Today you're gonna want to look for a long also on the New York Open, if anything. This massive green candle is gonna probably just continue up. So if anything, on the New York Open, hopefully there'd be a consolidation and sweep below this low, retest down here, and then a rally, right? Most likely. if you can get a trade in today. So something, you know, while we're coming into the New York here, right? Something like this, sweep below those lows, and then a rally, and then you just quick retest and you're in. GU, I've noticed it doesn't pull back as far. So like this would be a normal trade entry, but GU kind of just goes like to the SR flips. Like it's just here and then goes. Like it doesn't go back as far. It's very like degenerate trading, in my opinion. Which message, Tony? Maybe some of the messages get blurred out. I'll just scroll back here. No, I didn't see a message from you, Tony. Best advice for newbie trading journey? Take your time. It's a long fucking process, dude. There's no advice I can give you. First of all, there's so many things you need to learn. So there's no like one thing I can say in like the next like 5 minutes that's actually going to help. Second of all, anything I say you're not going to be able to understand it, right? Does that make sense? Like anything I say that's actually important, it's just going to go over your head, right? And then you're going to forget about it. You're not going to know what I mean by that. It could sound smart and be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But you won't fucking understand it unless you actually understand what I'm talking about, which that's such the problem with teaching Forex is I can literally tell you guys what I'm doing and explain my logic in a trade, but if you don't understand what I'm seeing, then you're not even going to be lost. You're going to think you understand it and be like, this is very helpful. Because this is what happens. This is what happened when I was learning and I was watching other people. You'd be like, this is a very helpful stream. But then when you go to execute it, you're not going to be able to do it because you still don't understand the core logic of why I think that way. You could definitely be like, okay, I totally understand why, you know, he thinks that it's going to continue up because I just explained everything, right? Come down, retest here. But in another situation, I'm going to go here. You guys are going to be like, what the fuck's, what do I do? What's going to happen? Well, to me, I think it's very obvious. Right? See if you guys got any prediction here. What do you guys think is going to happen? Am I going to try the trading nut challenge? Don't really care to, man. I talked to him a while back. I gave him like one of my swing trading strategies, I think. Yeah, 200 people. Hit the like button if I provide any value. What do you guys think is going to happen here? Also, give me your suggestion. Oh yeah, Tony. Yeah. Yeah. You're here. I'll take a I see your trade there that you sent. It got blurred out originally, so I didn't see it. Some of them get blurred out. Yeah. So while I look at this, just tell me what you think's going to happen here, and why. All right. I'll jump on a time frame here so you can kind of see. Okay. All right. Bigger time frame again. What do you think is going to happen? All right. Jump on another time frame here on the lower one. All right. Cool. EJ bullish. We said I started to learn when I began journaling. Yeah, journaling helps. It's a crazy long process, man. Journaling does help, but JJ says bye. Right, so this was just like the first chart I looked at. Doesn't mean I'd take a trade on this, but so there's a number of ways to look at this, right? First of all, I'm looking way back here. Let me just explain everything I'm seeing, right? Looking way back here, we've just hunted that, and then what is this kiss? That kissed perfectly to the supply inefficiency right here, right? Perfectly, right? Maybe not perfectly, but higher time frame close enough, right? So the only thing we see is as it came into that liquidity, it really broke down with a lot of strength, right? So this is just the retest. This is a retest. If I dump this onto the 15, it's a little bit choppy. But you can see the retest right to that order block, right? Boom. And then what happened here was we created multiple highs. And we stopped everyone out before continuing down, right? Right. So this guy, he just gets permanently banned. You guys can't even see his comment. Harsh sheet. Just permanently banned him instantly. He sent one message a bunch of times. Just permanently fucking banned him. What a fucking douche. Right. Okay. You guys can't even see what he said. Another thing, look at this. Creating multiple highs. Probably a lot of liquidity. The other thing is, you guys all think it was going to go up. Right? So you're probably wrong. Because most people are wrong. So then we can say, okay, look. Untested area. Nice and behind. So what's probably going to happen, right, is we're going to hunt that liquidity and then we're going to continue down. And we're going to go down to here. Right? Now, mind you, guys could still be right in that it goes up. But this is the most quick, the thing that's probably going to happen on New York Open, right? Right. You guys could still be right. My opinion. All right, let's look at this chart. Tony sent in. GA. Looks like you've made a profitable trade, dude. I don't really see why it was profitable. It seems like it's kind of random. Like you're literally just counter trend trading and then doing mean reversion. It just looks like mean reversion to me, and it does. I don't think mean reversion is very profitable. Why don't you add SMA or EMA or RSI? Because they're all useless. That's why. How long am I gonna stream? I usually only stream about an hour or so. Alright, what else here, guys? Now, yeah, UJ is usually pretty fucking shit, though, for a lot of this stuff. But we'll see what happens here. The EU's coming back up now. So fucking funny. Oh, God, if we fucking nail this, like, perfectly again. That's so crazy that we literally drew it, like, the exact... I don't even believe it. Here, look. Wait. Drew it, like, exact. Okay. So fucking crazy. Right to that line. Right to that line. Down. Just below there. Just below there. And then up to this line. That's so crazy. And then we drop it down. God, Jesus, dude. You can't fucking make this shit up when you're literally timestamps of you posting this stuff, right? Favorite champion in league? Oh fuck, what are they called, man? Probably Jin. Probably Jin. Yeah, he's a gold. Yeah. Retest order block. So 3-0. This is what you're saying. 3-0. 3-0. 073. 073. You're thinking way down. Oh, way down here, eh? Yeah, could definitely. Now, when you look at this on a higher time frame, it does look like this was possibly the bottom, doesn't it? The weekly. It's just been stair stepping down. We have no idea that that's going to be the bottom, though. No idea, but it could be. This could be the bottom here, but this one also could have been the bottom, right? But this is a much stronger momentum shift, so more likely it comes back and then rally or something. But we don't know it's going to actually shift right there. Do I know Ment FX? No. most of the guys you say, like most of you guys, most of the people you guys ask me about, I've never heard of. There's so many fucking Forex people on YouTube and such now. There's a guy that somebody showed me. I might do a video on him. He's smaller, but he actually seems pretty smart. Might do a video. He seems pretty smart. Let me look at this trade. AL. Al. Didn't fill, eh? Again, this is not my style of trading. So I can't give you good advice on this one. But I mean my entry would have been down here and then my stop would have been here. Right? Because you have all these lows and there's a manipulation very obviously right here. That's an obvious manipulation spike, right? So my entry would have been right after the manipulation on a retest of this order block here. Let's look if we can actually find it. So you're looking at the 1 hour there, right? So obviously right here. This would have been my entry right here. Right on this order block. Right? And I figured that out, as you guys can hopefully see. Why I looked at this side and drew it. I didn't draw it there and then drew it over here. Like, just so you guys know. Just so you guys know how I figured that out. It was from this order block here, right? The other way you could have done it is the test of this level. But then you would have missed it, probably. So use the order block. Order block. So what we see lows, manipulated, equal highs. Equal highs are hunted. Take our first profit right around here. This would have been the trade. This would have been the trade. First profit at 1.8. Second profit at the retest here where you originally had it, right? Retest of the drop. Right here at 3R. That would have been the trade that you should have taken, right? Because essentially when you're creating head and shoulder patterns like this, right? Look at this. This is an inverse head and shoulder, right? Now the retail trader knows head and shoulder patterns after they break out. Right? That's essentially what you've done. You've said, okay, this is a head and shoulder, and now I'm supposed to long it, right? So then what they do is they do something stupid like this, right? Like you've done. But the reality is you actually want to be mostly out of the trade by the time the retail trader realizes a head and shoulder pattern, right? Which is right around here once they've seen it, right? You want to be out of that trade. So what you do is you realize the head and shoulder as you see the momentum shift, you get in on the retest of the head, and then you get out on the shoulder because there could be manipulation right here, because that's where the retail trader is trying to get long. The second out is a little bit further. Stop. The second out is a little bit further so that the retail trader has a couple chances to make some money here, right? Sometimes because you got to hype them up, right? So a lot of the time you're just going to get stopped out. As the exact same thing that happened right here on EU today. See? This one. So we go here, and I just didn't take my profit because I was expecting a sweep, right? So we see shoulder, head, get in on the shoulder, take your profit, right? But the only reason I didn't exit is because those were equal lows. So there's still logic, right? You still want to break down on your second profit here, right? Yeah, EU moving. I wish I kept those lines on there so we see like how timing accurate I was too. Perfect trade on oh thanks Lucky on UCAD. Let's take a peek. What is it? 5 minute UCAD perfect trade London Open. London on UCAD. Perfect trade. 5 minute. I don't think it's a perfect trade. Nah. I don't think it's a perfect trade. I think you're looking for a long here, eh? Or you're not talking about shorting this right here. I don't like it. Sorry, man. How do you take multiple profits? Take multiple trades. It's an easy answer. You made 29% yesterday? You're risking too much. Sorry, dude. So, Hunter, just looking at price action with support and resistance. Can we be a profitable trader? Yes. I would argue that looking at only candlesticks is the most profitable way by far, because then you actually know what's going on. If you're using indicators, you don't know what's going on and they're lagging, right? The most profitable traders I have ever met have 100% of the time being price action traders. Traders who trade with indicators make very little money, if they make any money, when I've met them. Jay, welcome to the channel, my man. Do a quick analysis on Euro USD. Gone long. Yeah, we've already kind of looked at the Euro USD. Now, the problem I'm kind of having here now is I do want to get this hit. But in order for this to be hit, the problem we're now seeing is we've made lows here, and this is easily manipulation. So now that my analysis here is literally telling me that if we come back up here on the New York Open, and we're sitting around here, then we've literally just hunted those, and now we're bullish, right? So I'm just not sure. Do I use view up? Dude, I literally just said I don't use any indicators, and indicators make you a worse trader. So I don't use any indicators. If VWAP is a fucking indicator, I don't use it. Right? Study. I only use horizontal lines. That's it. If you want, if you think a horizontal line is an indicator, then I use that. But I don't consider a horizontal line an indicator. Do I know ICT? Yeah, I know. Not personally. Okay. What we got here for time? 15 minutes in. No, I don't look at news ever. News is not for me. I only trade price action. I use nothing. GJ. Let's look at GJ. Multiple highs, multiple hunts, breaking out higher time frame. Higher time frame most likely continue up. Strong bullish uptrend here, most likely going to continue. Multiple lows right here. This is your long. That's your long case right there. That's it. Yeah, you're going to long on the New York Open. You'll long the manipulation below that low. That's your trade. Here you go. That's the trade. Explain how to spot an order block. I do trade similar to ICT. ICT trades price action. I also trade price action. I'm more focused on stop hunts and manipulation. Euro pound. I haven't looked at euro pound. Is 1% per trade too much? No, that's what I suggest. 1 or 2%. Breaking down again. Very strong downtrend. No reason to long this yet. You'd only be looking for shorts, quite obviously, right? Unless you see a massive, let's see, close below. Only want to look for shorts on this one. I don't see anything that really stands out to me. You know, all I can say is okay, they've got an untested supply right here, and we've got a possible liquidity zone right there. That's all I can tell you, right? So I don't really know how that's gonna affect the market, and I don't know if it's gonna go like this. I don't know if it's gonna go like that. I don't know if it's just gonna fuck with it and don't do anything. I have no idea what it's gonna do on this one actually. But these are just two areas. My videos are very useful. Thank you, dude. If you would make risk 10% per trade, how much would you be up in a month? Yeah, 80%. If you made 8R, yeah, 8R times 10, yeah. But like you, as your account grows, you start risking more, and as your account drops, you start risking less, right? Because you're using less percent. So this week I'm down a couple percent so far because I had a losing trade this morning, right? I had this stopped out right here, but I don't know if I'm gonna take a short here now. Really depends. It really depends. I'm not sure. Might not. Looks like it's. Yeah. Look how EJ looks. So there could be a case for this to take a short on EJ, as I think Ed was saying, is essentially because this was such a clean hunt. I might be too bullish on this, and it might actually come up for another new high here. But this is very. This could, like, you know, if this print's a little bit different and euro I'm too scared of, then we'd be fine to short this. But it's still essentially the same thing. Like we've had these lows here, right? And we're just rallying to the upside. Yeah, I think the 5%ers just got fucked. I think I think they don't like you fucking around. Yeah, 5% is good. FTMO is good. I mean, they're all fine if you can trade well. It's very hard to follow their rules is a problem. And 5%ers didn't even tell me that they have a rule of like I have to use stop losses. It just says you can't. It literally just says you can't lose more than what 1.5% per trade, and I think I lost like 0.1%, but because I didn't use a fucking stop loss, it was like a rule valid a rule break or something like that. Like all of these fucking places are just so tricky. They're all, I don't know, man. It's all fucking stupid. Just use your own money, but make money. I mean, you gotta follow it. If you can't make very much money, you gotta follow the rules. You blew 5%, yeah. You entered long on Euro USD. I think it's it could work well. Actually, no. It's pretty risky now, dude. I wouldn't long it, considering this closing here. That's my opinion. I wouldn't be long here. Alright, guys. Alright, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. We're hitting 250 viewers, just about an hour here. I really appreciate it, guys. If you guys like content, if I provide any value to you, if I provide any jokes, anything like that, or you just like my face, go ahead and hit the like button. Really appreciate you watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
She said that she don't like my type, but said that that's alright. The days been slipping, I've been tripping, tied between the lace. I got a different vision, every shoe's a different face. I tried to hide, she chased me, got some tracks beneath my feet. I got a path of broken glass and all the pieces left.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
I walked alone, wouldn't let me be. You wanna talk, let me rest in peace. She said she'll fuck me, but don't wanna stay. I want you every single day. If
you're new here, hit the subscribe. I do this most days. If you've been here before, just hit the like button. It's a fair trade. If you come back, that means you like it. So everyone should be hitting it.
But we've been talking all the time. She want me, I've been living life. She said that she don't like my type. It's alright, it's alright. She said that I'm gonna have to change, and this ain't really working, babe. But don't think it's the time to change. I spend my change on everything I guess I'm to blame, never the same. Wasted the money, need something to drink. She wanted my time and the world needed thanks. She do not love me, but she wanna stay. Forgive me, babe, or run away. I want the money, the green. She want the love and the ring. I want the diamonds that sing. 100 G's on that thing. She said to walk your path alone. I can't picture me without you. Oh. I thought you say you never go down and out. I've been drinking